Hello and welcome to Diction World. As promised, this will be the first series in If I Were a Journalist. In this section, I'll be reading through a text. It's going to be displayed on the screen so you can follow, look at the words, and listen to the pronunciation. If need be, you can pause, take it again, pronounce the word that sounds different than what you've known all along. So, can we be? At first light, when the air was still cool and the world had not yet found its full voice, the traveler began a journey along a narrow earth road. There was nothing remarkable about this traveler, no grand title, no special clothing, just a simple shirt, a small bag, and a quiet determination to move forward. The road would turn many times before the day ended. As the traveler walked, birds stirred in the trees. One small bird hopped close, watching with bright curiosity as if asking, "Where are you going?" The traveler smiled and said softly, "I am learning how to listen and how to speak." The voice sounded rough and used, as though words had been hidden for too long. Not far along the road, the traveler met a woman carrying water. "Good morning," she said. The traveler tried to reply but rushed the words, "Good morning." The woman paused kindly. "Take your time. Let your breath come first, then speak." So the traveler stopped, took a slow breath, and tried again. "Good morning." Clara. "Better," she said. "Words are like steps. If you hurry, you stumble." She continued on her way, leaving the traveler with a simple thought. Slow speech carries strength. Further ahead, the road curved near a small stone structure where people would sometimes gather to rest. A man sat there, repairing a torn cloth. "Where will this road turn?" the traveler asked. "Everywhere," the man replied with a smile. "But tell me, why do you press your words so hard? Let them rest in the middle of your voice." He picked up a small stick and drew letters in the dust. "I-R. Say the sound," he instructed. The traveler tried. The man shook his head gently. "Not Relax. Let the sound stay calm." He demonstrated. Bird, girl, first, 30 seconds. The traveler repeated each word slowly. At first, the sound felt strange, but soon it began to settle naturally, like breathing. The sun climbed higher, heat shimmered above the ground, and the traveler grew tired. Near midday, another wanderer appeared, carrying bundles of herbs and roots. "You look thirsty," she said. "Sit, rest. Words cannot grow in a hurried body." She offered water and then said, "Now we practice another spelling." She wrote, "You are." "It sounds the same as before," she explained. "Different letters, same voice." The traveler read aloud. "Turn, burn, nurse, purple, church." The repetition felt calming. Each word moved like a steady drumbeat. "Do you see?" she asked. "Language may change its clothing, but the sound remains." The traveler nodded, feeling confidence return. Later, clouds gathered. The wind carried a cooler breath, and with it came an old storyteller walking slowly with a staff. "I heard you speaking," the storyteller said, "but one sound still hides from you." He leaned closer. "The TH sound." The traveler laughed nervously. "That sound is difficult." "It is only unfamiliar," the storyteller replied. "Place your tongue gently between your teeth. Do not fear the shape of the sound." He demonstrated. "Think, 3, thank, method, author." Air moved softly. Then he placed a hand on his throat. Now feel the difference. This, that, madam, brother. These sounds live, he said. They carry vibration. The traveler practiced again and again. This, that, think, thank. Each repetition felt less forced, more natural. As evening approached, the traveler reached a quiet resting place beneath a wide tree. The sky had begun to soften into gold. The sky had begun to soften into gold. There, alone, the traveler whispered the final lesson remembered from the day. Words that end with THE must not stop too quickly. So the traveler practiced. Bathe, breathe, clothed, soothed. At first, the endings sounded cut short, but slowly, carefully, the sound continued to flow instead of stopping. Breathe, the traveler reminded, taking in the evening air. Bathe came the next word, smoother now. Darkness came quietly. Crickets began their rhythm. The traveler sat still and wondered, why does this matter? Why spend the whole day shaping sounds? Then footsteps approached. A stranger appeared, carrying a lantern. I heard you speaking to yourself, the stranger said with a friendly smile. I am trying to improve, the traveler admitted, but it feels slow. The stranger nodded. Everything meaningful is slow at the beginning. A tree does not grow in a single night. A voice does not become clear in a single attempt. He pointed upward, where the branches moved gently. Speak again, he encouraged. The traveler tried. This is the third evening. I will breathe slowly, I will think clearly. The sentence came out steady, understandable, calm. The next morning, the traveler resumed the journey. Something was different. When greeting another passerby, the words came naturally. Good morning, the weather is calm today. No rushing, no tension. Later, while asking for directions, will this road turn near the river? Clear again, the traveler realized that speech had begun to feel like walking, balanced, rhythmic, and forced. By the time the sun stood high once more, the traveler understood something deeper. Clear diction was not about sounding important, it was about connection. When words are spoken carefully, people understand, conversations become easier, confidence grows quietly. The traveler paused, took a deep breath, and said aloud, I thank this journey. It has taught me patience. The sound carried gently across the open land. A bird answered from somewhere in the distance. The road still stretched far ahead, ready to turn again and again. There would be new places, new faces, new conversations. But now, the traveler carried something more valuable than directions, the habit of slowing down, the awareness of breath, the courage to shape each word with care. And so the journey continued, not perfectly, not hurriedly, but clearly, one sound at a time.